Hey friends, how's it going? Long time no see. So, I haven't made a video of any substance for 2 years, as you know. And but I feel like I have a moral responsibility to share this information with you guys, okay? So the reason I stopped making gardening videos is because where I moved to, there were all these trees next door, and in the winter they would shade the garden, so it wasn't getting enough sun. In the summertime, the sun was drying out the garden too much because I could only use wood chips, broken down wood chips, and manure, and and I was using raised beds, so it was just the garden beds were just drying out. So recently the neighbour chopped down all the trees, so now I'm going to have sun in the winter time. And the other thing is I dug out some of the garden beds and I actually lined them with plastic, and then I put back in the composted wood chip. So actually in the last week I've just planted some seedlings again. So we'll see how that goes. Now that we've got plastic lining some of the raised garden beds, and yeah, I'm still just growing in wood chip and composted wood chip and chook poo. So the other thing I wanted to share with you guys is, in terms of, like, I used to make a lot of like health videos. I had gotten very sick 13 years ago and I thought I had fully healed from that illness, but turns out I hadn't. So a couple of years ago, I'm not really sure where I'm looking on here. So I'm looking at the picture, but I think the actual camera is above. Anyway, but if I look up there, there's this flashing light that distracts me too much. So that's why I'm just looking here. I hope you don't mind. So anyway, so I didn't want to share any more videos because I thought I had it all worked out, and I didn't. So I had to figure out how to heal my body again. And I found 3 things that really helped me come to a much better, like, I feel much better in my body. And the first one is water fasting. I've got a love-hate relationship with it. I love what it does to my body. I hate doing it. And also you got to be careful on the refeed, because I was eating vegan, and I have a tight twist in my bowel. When I do a long water fast and then I refeed, and like, if you haven't, like, my longest water fast was like 17 days. Don't ask me how I did it. I haven't been able to achieve such a feat since. Like, when you're refeeding after like a 12-day water fast, or any day, 6 days or whatever, you get really hungry, okay? And like, I couldn't control the hunger, and I have a tight twist in my bowel. I was eating heaps of carbs with a vegan diet, and I was overeating, and things were getting backed up, and that caused something called small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And I suffered with that for nearly 2 years, but in a way it was a blessing in disguise, because of that experience with SIBO, I discovered the power of probiotics. So a lot of people say probiotics make SIBO worse, but there are a certain brand of probiotics which are amazing, and like, I can get them in Australia, so you guys should be able to get them, and they're Biogaia probiotics. So Biogaia is a Swedish brand, and they patent individual strains of probiotics. And these 2 that I discovered that healed my SIBO, and that's all I took, these 2 strains of probiotics. The Biogaia Protectus, the DSM 17938, but you buy it in Biogaia Protectus, or you can, DSM 17938 is also sold as the active ingredient in the Nestle Colic Relief Baby Drops, the Biogaia Baby Drops. They're only 5 ml bottles. Are really expensive, but that has DSM 17938 in it too. But I find the more economical way is to buy the Protectus. And then also the Biogaia Osfortis, which has the strain ATCCPTA6475. And both those strains have evolved within the human digestive system, but not all human digestive systems have those 2 bacteria. I think it probably comes from native food, but in our Western societies or in certain, countries, you just don't get these strains, and they do have profound effects on your health. Like, they're scientifically researched a lot. But yes, I found that those 2 strains of probiotics single-handedly relieved me of 2 years of absolute hell living with small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I couldn't believe it. It was like a freaking miracle. And like, they seem expensive, but to me, they're not. They're a bargain for what I know they do for my health. So I wish I knew about these probiotics years ago. I don't know how long they've been around for, but yeah, they're amazing. And the other thing that I've done, which has significantly, truly healed me this time, I would say I'm still not 100%. I still have some issues, but I'm like, Christ almighty, like, I am like so much better. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm pregnant too, by the way. I'm 11 weeks pregnant. I had IVF with donor gamete. So I'm suffering from morning sickness at the minute, all day and all night. I don't know where the word morning sickness came from. That is just such a misnomer. Anyway, but yes, Dynamic Neurotraining System is this program I did, which basically you retrain your brain, basically wire your brain to heal your body, rewire your brain to heal your body. And it really works. I could not believe it. I was like, it's just so hard to believe. Like, and it's not psychological. Like, initially I was like, I just blew this program off. I was like, oh, they're just saying this is psychosomatic. That's such a load of shit. These are physical symptoms. But no, what you do is you retrain your brain to think a different way and focus on really good things all the time, and keep yourself emotionally uplifted, and do dedicated visualization to uplift your emotions and run that positive emotional energy through your body. And this literally works to heal your body over a long time period. So, or for some it's a short time period. It depends on the person, depends on the illness, depends on the severity and the duration that you've suffered the illness. So, like, they sell DVDs, but I wouldn't buy them if I knew what I knew now, because the DVDs are old, right? And the program is not done like that 100% anymore. Like, it misses this thing where you run the energy through your body. The best version of the program is actually sold in a little offside program they sell. It's called A Deeper Dive into DNRS. It's only $80 for a year's subscription, and that's all you need. You only need to watch it once or twice. 1 year is totally enough. And then you do the program. Like, I did it for 2.5 years, but I think I should have done it for longer, because, like I said, I've noticed a few things lately where I realize I'm just not, as healed as I thought I was, but I've made so much progress. It's like a freaking miracle. So it definitely works. But yeah, so you, if there are certain things in your environment, certain people or whatever that, make you sicker, you change your association with them, but you also literally rewire your brain. So you're not like in this stress mode all the time and this whatever, all this negative energy mode. You're in just positive, in a positive mind state, pumping these positive, what my coach called dose chemistry through your body. And yeah, over time, this literally heals your body. So it literally is that your thoughts can make you sick and your thoughts can make you well. I mean, that is just not bullshit. But the thing is that the reason why most people don't heal by using these form of healing is because they don't do it long enough, and they don't do it, they're not dedicated enough. Like, you've literally got to do this shit like an Olympic athlete would train their body, right? So, and I'll tell you who else is like sort of does this, but a different way, is like Joe Dispenza with all his visualizations and shit. Like, you hear people healing amazing things. using his visualization and meditation. Same sort of thing, but DNRs is same but different. Anyway, they're all fantastic. But yeah, so I wish I'd done this mind stuff years ago. I always had a monkey mind. I should have known that, like, you know, you really gotta, it's like your brain's, you know, running all these programs like automatically from when you're young, and you're sort of running a lot on automatic pilot, and when you get sick, your brain changes. Like, have you ever been around those people that are sick and they're a major pain in the ass to be around, and they're miserable as that, you know what I mean? Like, they're so stuck in their shit and in that mindset, you know, if they've been sick for so many years, they've been in a certain mindset, but they don't realize that that's actually propagating the illness. Like, I'm fucking telling you, man, that this is literally how it works. So, yeah, and I realize that now. So honestly, that's been like, oh, such a gift. And again, I wish I realized this when I was young. I feel like my life, if I had the power of this retraining my brain and rewiring it when I was young, my life would have been so much better than it was, you know? Anyway, my Māori Shih Tzu is looking for food because she's not impressed with the eggs on toast I gave her for dinner. Free-range eggs on organic rye sourdough toast. So fussy. So I better go. But anyway, I wanted to share all that with you guys because, again, I feel like I have my responsibility to share what I felt like I was missing in my healing regime before, if there's anybody that's still watching my videos. Okay. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys found this useful, and I'll see you guys next time.